Hello everybody, and welcome to our channel Movie Vibes. Today, I am going to explain a comedy film called This Is the End. Spoilers follow. Watch out and take care. The movie begins with Seth Rogen waiting for his friend Jay at the Los Angeles airport. Seth picks up Jay and they both head to Carl's Jr., a burger shop, to eat burgers. After having burger, they head to Seth's house. There Seth surprises Jay with different types of weeds. They both enjoy by smoking weed and watching TV. Seth suggests Jay that they should visit James Franco's house. James Franco is hosting a mega house warming party in his newly built modern Los Angeles mansion. Seth Rogen convinces his friend Jay, who is reluctant to go to the party. Jay's reluctance due to not really knowing or therefore feeling comfortable with James and his friends, and he believing James and his friends feeling the same about him. In the party Jay meets so many celebrities including Rihanna, Mindy and some other celebs. Jay also meets Jonah Hills. Seth, Jay and Jonah starts a little bit conversation. After that, Jay meets Emma Watson and Craig Robinson. Emma and Craig calls him a hipster but Jay denies. Moments later, we see James Franco and Seth Rogen talking about doing a sequel for Pineapple Express movie. Pineapple Express is a movie acted by Seth and James in the past. Moments later, Craig plays piano and sings a song about Rihanna. Every celebrity is enjoying party except Jay, who is sad and reluctant. Jay goes out to smoke weed. Seth is busy with his friends. During that time Jay asks for Seth company to buy a pack of cigarettes. Seth tells to wait for some time. We see Jay and Seth going out to shop to buy a pack of cigarette. Jay tells Seth that cigarette was just an excuse to go outside because Johan was being a prick. But Seth tries to convinces Jay that Jonah is really a good guy. After they enter into a shop, they both face weird situation. There's suddenly earthquake in shop and everyone just flies into sky. Seth and Jay watch shopkeeper die due to earthquake. They eventually start running towards James's house again. Seth explains James that there was an earthquake outside. On the other side, Jay tells everyone in the party that there were beams of blue light coming out of the sky, and also people are being sucked up into the sky. Everyone in the party makes fun of him. James asks Seth if he really witnessed the thing that Jay is explaining, but Seth lies, feeling that everyone makes fun of him if he accepts. Moments later, earthquake begins in James' house. When everyone in the party comes outside, they see everything is burning outside. Everyone watches Michael Cera die when a pole falls on him. Suddenly, there's earthquake and bunch of people falls in sinkhole, including Jay. However, Jay luckily escapes from falling into it. Seth, Craig, James, Johan and Jay goes into James' house again. They all watch TV to find out what is really happening. They found that there is earthquake everywhere and are suggested to stay in house until gets rescued. Suddenly, a helicopter falls into James' house and makes a small scratch on Craig's hand, which he feels that James is responsible for that. They start to cover the whole house with whatever they got. They collect all the materials from the house, including a porn magazine, a revolver and Milky Way chocolate bar. They all fight for Milky Way chocolate bar and Jay suggests that everyone should get 1/5 of it. Jay and Seth discuss what is happening outside. Jay calls it a Judgment Day and Seth mistakenly refers to it as Terminator Judgment Day. But Jay calls it Biblical Judgment Day. That night they all sleep together to outcome fear. Next morning, we see Danny McBride, who wakes up in a bathtub. He cooks so many dishes and eats them. James sees Danny eating all the food. They all hurries to stop him from eating. Danny calls everyone jerks. They try to explain Danny that there is chaos outside. Craig grabs food from Danny's mouth to stop him from eating. Suddenly, a man knocks door and asks them to let him in. They all discuss to decide whether to allow him into the house or not. James calls him a rapist. Danny goes to open the door, but suddenly the man outside gets his head chopped by a creature. They all play football with his head. Everyone just rushes to window to find out the creature and finds out it's like a hell outside. Moments later, they are eating at the table and starts discussing about sinkholes. Seth and Jonah claims that all the chaos outside is because of sinkholes, but Jay tells it's actually a apocalypse in which good people are sucked up into the heaven and bad people were killed by demons with 7 heads and was already released onto the earth. They all don't believe him. Moments later, they all go to sleep and Danny uses James' porn magazine without knowing him. Every day, they share food equally. They all enjoy a lot while there is chaos outside. During this time, Seth and James try to make a sequel of Pineapple Express. Suddenly one day, Emma Watson breaks into their house. They all again discuss what is happening outside. Emma Watson calls it's a zombie apocalypse. James shows Emma room so that she can take rest. Cut to next scene, they all discuss about her. They all are waiting outside her room, especially Danny, who wants to talk to her about Harry Potter. Jay, on the other hand, tells them that we should not get rapey vibes on her since she is the only female in the house. James tells that if anyone's gonna rape her, it's gonna be Danny. Danny denies and blames Jay is the one who started all this crap. Emma hears all their conversation and attacks them to save herself. She steals all the food and goes away from the house. Now everyone is thirsty. James tells that there's a door to the basements out there, around the side of the house, where there are 2 jugs of water. They all are afraid to go outside. So they play a game. Whoever pulls the burnt match has to go get the water. Unfortunately, Craig gets the burnt match and goes outside. They all tie a rope to Craig just in case if something happens they can pull him inside. Craig reaches basement and finds out that it is jammed outside. He witnesses a weird creature and runs into the house. The creature pulls him outside. Luckily, he is saved. James suggests to dig into the basement. Now, Craig believes Jay's words. Jay consoles Craig that there's still a chance to survive if you be good. Cut to next scene, James starts yelling at his friends for jizzing on his porn magazine. Danny soon accepts that he indeed jazzed off on James' magazine. James and Danny end up blaming each other. Danny tells James that he will come wherever he wants, which makes James very angry. James strongly warns Danny that he should not jerk off any more on his stuff. Seth and Jay digs basement and they successfully breaks into basement. They eventually start searching for water jugs and finds them. Everyone drinks a glass of water, but Danny demands for 2 glasses of water, but everyone denies to his idea. Danny is tired of his friends and pours a jug of water on himself while everyone tries to stop him from wasting water. Now, they all want to get rid of him from the house because of his reckless behavior. So they all vote for that. Danny asks them for protection because he can no longer leave in James' house. So James hands over him a gun which Danny uses to shoot them, but it turns out that it's a toy gun. Before leaving the house, Danny ruins Seth and Jay's friendship by telling everyone that Jay visited Los Angeles few months ago, but he didn't visit Seth. So that he could maintain the illusion that he always stay with Seth when he's in Los Angeles. Jonah confronts Jay. If Danny is true, disguised Jay beats him. Jonah now wants Jay to be killed because he slaved him. Everyone is so thirsty that they start drinking their own piss. They again start the same game again, but this time the loser should go to Franco's neighbor house and get some food. Seth loses the game but denies to go out, but Jay and Craig decides to go out to Franco's neighbor house. On the other hand, Jonah is subsequently raped by an incubus and has become a demon. Now demonically possessed and supernaturally strong, Hill chases Franco and Rogan, while Craig and Jay escapes from a demonic bull. The group subdues Hill, but during an exorcism attempt, a fire destroys the home and Jonah Hill's body, forcing the 4 outdoors. Regretful for the mistakes in his life that kept him from heaven, Craig volunteers to sacrifice himself so his friends can escape a large winged demon. The plan succeeds, but, unexpectedly, Craig is taken in the rapture because of his good deed, giving hope to the group. When cannibals led by McBride capture the men, Franco similarly volunteers to sacrifice himself. Although the plan succeeds and a blue beam begins to take Franco, his taunting sneers to McBride cause the beam to vanish, and the cannibals eat Franco. As Satan is about to consume Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel, they reaffirm their friendship and await death. A blue beam suddenly strikes Baruchel, who tries to pull Rogen up with him, but together they are failing to reach heaven. Rogan lets go to allow his friend to ascend, and just before being killed is also taken by the rapture. Craig, now an angel, welcomes Jay and Rogan in heaven. He explains that it is a paradise where any wish comes true. Bafferchel wishes that the Backstreet Boys would reunite, and the film ends with the band performing "Everybody, Backstreet's Back" for a raucous heavenly party. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming movie recaps. Until then, good luck and stay safe.